Hello and welcome back to Havvy Got News for You, the Haverfordwest podcast, all things Bluebirds. Today I'm joined by club captain Sean Pemberton and his defensive partner Alaric Jones. Cheers guys, thanks for joining.
No problem, John, you okay?
Yeah, good, thank you. Hope you're all ready for the return of football on Saturday.
Oh, buzzing I am. I can't wait.
Cool. So we'll get straight into it then, boys. So we'll start with you, Alaric. Let's just talk about your football journey. Talk to us where you started and how you've got to where you are today.
I started off just watching my dad play. Well, he was coming towards the end, like football. My uncle playing for the Bridge, Smearland's Bridge in Haverfordwest. But they didn't have a junior team, so I signed for Camrose when I was 6 or 7. And then went up to Swansea till I was 15. So that was good. Came back, signed for Harford, played 2 years in the youth team, and obviously moved up to the senior team when I was 16 then. And last season I went up to Carmarthen for a year. Just didn't quite work out. I wanted it to. And then when I had the opportunity to come back this year, so I couldn't say no. So yeah.
What about you, Pems?
Just as a young kid, playing in school and stuff like that, and joined the local team, which was Carmarthen then. And back then, it was only one team, just Carmarthen in town. There was no other junior teams. So just joined that and played up until then. And then played local league then from the age of probably 15 till 24, 25. And then signed for Haverfordwest then.
Striker he was, mind.
Yeah, in the early days I was a striker. I don't think I played centre half until the year after we got relegated the first time.
Mad, isn't it?
Which the legs are gone now, so I never used to do much running up top anyway. So
Static defending.
Yeah.
His finish is good, man. We do training and his finish is decent. So I reckon he can still have a go up there.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Target man.
Give Jack Wilson and Danny a run for their money for the Golden Boot, is that? So let's talk then about your favourite football memory. This can be from playing or as a fan or any kind of scenario. Pems, we'll go with you. What's your favourite football memory?
Oof, I don't think I got many as a player, mind. I don't. I'd say I'd probably have to say 2016 as a Wales fan during the Euros. I think it was a highlight for every Welsh football fan. To go out there and experience some of the games was incredible. The atmosphere and everything.
Yeah.
So,
what about you, Alaric?
Playing, Ben will be laughing at me now. Out in Gibraltar with the Wales Academy 18s, that was good. That was cool to do, experience that. And
Wales friends.
Waiting for it. I was saying before to my old man, I don't want to say it, I get ripped. So that's for you, Dad.
He doesn't shut up about it, man. That's all he goes on about in training every day.
That does. And then watching, probably my first trip to Anfield. Yeah, I remember Liverpool playing Birmingham and Liverpool won 5-0. Maxi Rodriguez had a hat-trick. So yeah, I'd love football since then.
I didn't know you were a Liverpool fan, Alaric. That's rather unfortunate for you.
Only the last 2 years.
I was thinking about getting a big flag by there for you boys, but the way you've been playing, I thought, nah.
So let's talk about your match day routine then, boys. We'll start with you, Alaric. How does a match day go for you?
It used to be a lot better when I was 2 minutes from the ground. It was roll out of bed, drive into the ground, and then just chill out for a bit. But now I'm coming down from Cardiff. So, yeah, it's all right. It's a long journey down. Try and stretch your legs when you get to the ground. And then, yeah, chill out for a bit. I haven't got any superstitions or anything. Just normally have a rub with the older boys, and which Rosie hates. But and then just, get ready for the game.
What about you, Pems? Any superstitions?
No superstitions, nothing. Just a rub before the game, which I can't do without now. The older I get in.
So we talked a little bit about your kind of favourite football memory. Let's get a little bit more specific then. Pems, you're probably going to have a lot more moments to choose from because your career's been a bit longer. What's your favourite moment as a Haverfordwest player? Start with you, Pems.
It'd probably have to be, I'd say, the first promotion we had, which was, I think, about 7 years ago. I think that was a good time at the club. And obviously, the last promotion was good, but the way it happened, with the season being cut short and everything, even though we finished second the first time we went up, it felt a bit better. Because obviously the last day of the season, we had to win 5-0 and everything like that. So I think that was probably my highlight of being down there.
So kind of similar to Wolvesy then, that match at the Aberdare game, the 5-0 win is up there for you.
Yeah, and it's funny as well because everything just seemed to go wrong on the build-up. We had a few teachers in our team, and because it was, I don't think Aberdare had floodlights at the time, so it was an early kickoff, and a few of them couldn't make it. So we were a few players down going into the game, and then Mickey turned up with the under-16s kit. So it was a tight fit on a few of the boys. But so it just, everything seemed to be going wrong in the build-up. And then when we got out on the pitch, and everything just clicked and everything fell into place perfect for us. So yeah, it was a funny day.
I can't imagine what the changing rooms would have been like after that. I'd love to have been there.
It was gutted because it was a midweek as well, so everyone had to go home really.
Yeah.
Alaric, what about you?
One that stands out is my first game. Port Talbot away. I remember I was 16, first game of senior football. So nervous, and 2 minutes into the game, I was getting from the sidelines, "Oi, chicken legs!" I was like, "Oh my god, what am I doing?" Like, I just wanted to go home. But yeah, it was a good game. I can't remember. I think we won 1-0, or maybe drew. I can't remember, but that one stands out to me. Yeah.
Pems, you talked about kind of one of your favourite moments was winning promotion last time. Obviously, this time last year was a really strange scenario in which to win promotion. How did that feel? And did you celebrate? Could you celebrate?
No, I don't think anyone celebrated, to be honest. It was a weird feeling because even though a few games before it got finished, we were behind Swansea Uni only by a point or two, I think it was at the time. We all felt confident in the last 5 games. I think we had I know it's not easy to say, we had a decent run in. We were playing like the bottom half teams, and they seemed to have, I think their last 5 games were like 4 of the top 5 or something like that. So we felt that they'd slip up and we would catch them and we would win it. But it's easier to say now than when it was happening. Like, but yeah. I don't know. It was just a strange feeling. It was.
So then, obviously, it came to the summer then, and Alaric, you were at Carmarthen last season. How did it come about re-signing for Haverfordwest? Was it something you had to think about, or you went straight in? And then how did it feel to kind of first day of training then come back and play for Haverfordwest again?
Yeah, so once the season finished, I had a phone call off Rosie just about coming back. And I spoke to him literally just 5 minutes, and I knew straight away. I kind of wanted to do it anyway. So when he rang, I was happy. Last year, it just didn't go at all as I planned, like with the injury. And I never just got back to my best. Like, so I was glad to come back down here, play with boys I knew more my mates sort of thing. The club right on my doorstep, like, especially as it was in the Welsh Prem. So I thought, yeah, I couldn't wait. My first day back, I was just buzzing. Seeing all the old faces and the new ones, like it's a good group down there. So I was buzzing.
So going into the season then, obviously the last time the Bluebirds were in the Welsh Premier League, it didn't quite go to plan. What were your kind of expectations? What was the feeling in the group going into the season? Was it a case of we'll do anything we can to stay up, or how did everyone feel? Alaric, we'll start with you.
Well, I was 10 last time they were in the Welsh Prem, so I don't know how to compare to that. But yeah, I knew it was going to be tough. I had obviously a bit of experience last year, and everyone was just a lot fitter, sharper. Teams were a lot more organised and stuff. Didn't have any easy games at all, so I knew that was coming. But we've handled it better than I thought we would, to be fair. We've got a young squad, obviously with a mix of experience with it. But yeah, we've done well, I thought. We obviously need to be a bit more consistent. I think that comes with experience. Like, we'll just get better and better. So I think we've done quite well.
Pems, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a bigger step up than what people think from Cymru South to the Prem.
Yeah.
And I think any team that comes up, I think their main aim is just to stay in the league first year and then try and build on from there.
So after the pre-season, then you kind of had your ideas for the season, and then the fixtures came out, and we had Kevin Druids at home on the first day of the season. We all know how that went, and then then we faced Cardiff Met on the Tuesday then, which was a midweek game, which again was quite a strange one to kick the season off. How did you feel before that game, and obviously the return to the Cymru Premier for both of you? Because you both have you had experience in the Cymru Premier before? Pems, or was this the first time playing the top flight?
The last time we were up,
Yeah,
I
okay.
had one season then.
So you played in the league before. What were the feelings before the Cardiff Met game? Pems, we'll start with you.
Ideally, looking at the games, we would have liked Druids home first. You know, it's nice if you start off with a home game and maybe try and get something out of that, because Met isn't an easy place to go for any team in the league. So going up there, they like to keep the ball. But I thought we played well that game, and we had a couple of chances. We probably had the better chances that game to take the 3 points. But to come away from here with a point, clean sheet on the first game of the season, we were happy with that.
Alaric, what about you? Was there a lot of nerves before kickoff?
Yeah, I was nervous. Like, I just wanted us to get off to a good start. I know if you don't get a win early days, like, pressure's on, isn't it? But I remember we played them in pre-season, and as we were walking over, we sort of realised we were playing like their second team. And their first team in their training, and they looked sharp. Like, so I was thinking it might be tough, but I think we did well.
So you've talked a little bit about the experience in the side as well as the youngsters, Alaric. How has it been for you as one of the younger members of the squad, playing alongside, sometimes in a back three, sometimes in a back two, alongside the likes of players like Scott Tancock and Pems, who have got a lot of experience?
It's really helpful, I think, especially a defender, like, to have someone a lot older around you with experience, who played at good standards before. Like, it does help a lot. Just silly things like strikers, big strikers, I give away too many fouls and too aggressive, right? So I get a telling off every now and again for being too eager, but sometimes they teach me you don't need to get the ball every time, like, so yeah, I'm a lot better off playing alongside them.
You both talked a little bit about how we've coped already, but overall, how have you personally feel like you've coped with playing games and at such a high level this season? And then how do you think the new players and the team in general have coped? Alaric, we'll start with you.
I'm just glad to have stayed fit so far. Touch wood. I'm just enjoying my football. I think, especially like you see William Forsey, they both adapted really well. Danny's first time in his Prem, he's been flying as well. I think the whole side's done well. I think it does help having Watsy, Pems, Tanky, Keys, boys who played in it before. They do help us boys through it. But yeah, I think we've done well.
Pems, what about you? How do you think the team's coped?
Yeah, we've coped really well, to be honest. I don't think, apart from, I'd say, Pemberton at home, I think they popped us off the park. We were way off in that game. And we let ourselves down in a Flint game as well at home. I think we were poor there. But apart from that, I think we've been pretty decent in games. We've games that we haven't had much possession of the ball. We've hung in there. And obviously we got Willie as an outlet. And I think that's saved us on a few games. But I'm really happy with the way we started. If you'd have offered this at the start of the season to be here after, 16 games, is it?
Yeah.
I think we would have bit your hand off for that.
Yeah, I think we've coped quite well this season. We're 6 games away from the end of phase 1, and feasibly we could either be in the top 6 or the bottom 6. It's that tight for us. We're in that situation. But what are your kind of expectations between now and the end of the season? When we spoke to Wolsey and Rob last week, they mentioned kind of 10th and above was the expectations. But I think we've probably surprised quite a lot of people with how well we've done. Where would you like us to be at the end of the season? Obviously, 10th is the main aim, but do you think we can push on a little bit? Alaric, what about you? What do you think?
I think priority is just staying up. Like, if we stay up, it's been a good season. But obviously, we just got to keep taking every game as it comes. Like, football changes so quick. We've had times where we've been a win off coming away from the bottom pack, and then we've been a loss off getting caught back up into it. So I think we just need to keep trying to win each game as it comes and just keep clear of the drop.
Pems, do you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I'd agree with that, because I think after the split then, I think the bottom 6, everyone plays everyone, and then there's just teams are swapping each weekend. So it's easy to get sucked right back down the bottom end after the split. So I think 10th is still the main aim.
So you look at teams like who are in the Cymru Premier at the moment, in particular Pemberton, who struggled last season and really pushed on this season. What do you think the Bluebirds need to do to kind of reach that next level? What would you like to see at the club to really break into the top 6 next season? Pems, we'll start with you.
I'd say a few more players, maybe not to break into the 11, but to strengthen the squad. Because I think we've picked up a few injuries at crucial times, and then it's left us kind of bare bones on the bench or in the 11. And I think maybe a little bit more experience, I think, in the team to kick on then.
Alaric, what about you?
The main difference I've seen in Pemberton from playing them last year to this year is just how they seem way more confident. So I think staying up this season, if we do manage to do it, and obviously adding a few more experienced boys, just breeding more confidence, knowing that we do belong in the Welsh Prem, I think it makes a big difference. So yeah, keep working hard and hopefully stay up and build on that then.
2 final questions then for you boys. First of all, where would you like to be in 5 years? Obviously, I know both of you are going to have very different answers to this one. And where would you like Haverfordwest County to be in 5 years' time? So we'll start with you, Alaric.
I just think it would be good to be an established Welsh Prem club, stay in the league for a long period of time now, and just become a mainstay sort of thing. I think that would be successful. Maybe, hopefully, challenge for Europe at some point. I guess that's the aim. But yeah, and then for myself, I just want to be an established Welsh Prem player, play week in, week out, enjoy my football, and yeah, keep going what I'm doing. What
about you, Pems?
Well, he won't be playing on the pitch, anyway. I don't know. I don't know. I've thought about doing my coaching badges and stuff, but the answer changes in my head every day. But I don't know. See how it goes. But,
so you're not tempted to become the next Wayne Jones just yet?
No, not a chance. I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of coaching down there.
Yeah.
Whether that be juniors or whether it be part of the first team setup or anything. But we'll see how it goes. I'd rather finish playing first and then concentrate on that than try and juggle the two at the same time. It's hard enough playing as it is.
Yeah.
Without trying to do that as well.
Yeah. What about the club then? Where would you like them to be in 5 years' time?
Still in the Prem, and hopefully the ambition with the club is to be in 5 years' time, either being in that top 6 or breaking into Europe.
Yeah,
that's the main aim in 5 years' time. Well,
thank you very much for that, gentlemen. That brings an end to the podcast on that very optimistic note. The picture of Pems as Wolvesy's assistant in a few years' time. I'm sure he'll love to hear that. Thanks for watching and for listening wherever you have, and we'll look forward to the next one.